Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. In today's video we're looking at the NLSF 02D Viper Mark IV. This thing is amazing and you'll see why in just a second. But first let's go around the outside. So we have some Gatling guns underneath, we got thrusters, we got rockets, we got lights, we got even more thrusters, we got some sound blocks, and yeah, we have these fancy wings. But I can't show you them just yet. So that's the outside. It's a pretty great design, but still pretty basic. But if I take control of my character, we have some options. So of course the first one is Gatling guns, and then we have missiles, but I'm not going to fire them while I'm close to the ground. 3 is your camera at the front, but then we have these little trigger blocks over here. Turret mode, dampeners, cruise, takeoff and landing. Yes, so if I undo the parking brakes and say press 7 for it to take off, you might notice that there's some moving parts on it. Pretty neat. If I was to press number 8 to, let's say, go into landing, if I just tilt the camera like this and then press number 8, it goes into an automated landing sequence. The wings themselves will all move around, and then it lands. It's great. But if I bring back the HUD, let's now go press number 7 for the takeoff, and then start to fly around. Look at that. All of it is moving. But what about these other blocks you're asking? So if I press 6 for cruise control, well, it's going to do exactly what you expect. It's just going to fly forwards. Pressing number 5 is the dampeners. So if you wanted to stop suddenly, that is how you do it. So now it's going to stop. And then, of course, pressing number 4 is the turret control. So the turrets, you can then control it with your mouse. So if I want to fire the gun, I can now turn them around and just shoot them a bit. If I wanted to use the missiles, I could do that. There is a second tab, but we don't need to worry about that. It's mainly the first tab with all the cool stuff in. Flying around a bit, it handles very well. Very well indeed. It goes fast. It turns well. Stopping can be a bit of an issue, so you have to press number 5 in order for it to stop in a decent time. So if I go forwards, straight ahead like so, and then press number 5, it's now going to stop at a reasonable pace. If you try and stop it normally, you're just going to keep going for a very long time. Turning around once again, we can see that the wings are moving if I just remove the HUD. It's such a cool design. I love these. I've always wanted to make something with movable thrusters like this, but I could never get out the work. So now we're going to do a quick bombing run. Let's just blow up this base. No one really cares about that. There we go. Throw some Gatling guns in there. I hit my truck. Even works really well when you're facing down like so. It works exceptionally well. Coming around. Ooh. Pressing number 5. Oh, I appear to have hit something. Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down! Help! Oh dear. What have I done to this poor thing? Oh, I've only taken out the thrusters. So pretending like that didn't happen, I'm just going to fly all the way over here and spawn in a new one. Where's the base gone? There's the base. If I just pull up that there. So this thing is exceptionally fancy, but there's not too much else to talk about it. It's a standard fighter with some fancy wings. I really like what they've done with it. They must have done a lot of scripting to get this working like it is, especially having the thrusters work on rotors. Now there's one last thing to do, and that is crash this. So here we go, straight into the starting base. I want to go for that. And I do believe that I did nothing to the starting base. Oh. Oh no. Well, that's something you don't see every day. The base is fine, the ship is destroyed. So anyway, it'll be in the description below if you wish to download it and try it yourself. I highly recommend you do. I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Bye bye.